All right, my friends, today our episode 4, Skirmish Raid, Circus of Shadow, hard mode. Looking forward to it here today, and I hope you are as well. And if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. With that, if you got a question or comment along the way, let me know because I'd love to hear from you. On top of that, join us in our amazing Discord server. So here's what we got going on for today's episode. We're going to give you those 4 T's as always. That's the tactics, the team, the treasures, and the toppings in order to succeed here for Skirmish Raid and hopefully help you get the best score possible as well. I'm currently at rank A. We're going to talk about my team, but this one that we're giving you here today from my last one helped me excel up the ladder here and rank about 2,000 points. I am in the top 10% as a free-to-play player. I'm very excited and happy about this, as always. So lots of things here when it comes to Skirmish Raid, Circus of Shadows, and we're going to break it all down for you in today's episode, and below you can find those timestamps. So let's head into it right now. So like I said, I gained about 2,000 plus rank status points there. My best record was a little bit under 5 million before. Now I'm above 5, and this is the team that's going to get there. We made a couple of tweaks between normal mode and hard mode. You can check out the easy and normal Skirmish Raid Circus of Shadows episodes that I've done here as well. Those will be available to you down below. But let's first and foremost take a look at Welcoming Ringmaster here. So we do have the battle limit still at 6 minutes here on hard mode. This one in particular is about 182 million in terms of health. A couple things as always here. We got Circus of Chaos. Once the HP of the Ringmaster reaches a certain percentage of its status, the Welcoming Ringmaster has a force field gauge that decreases upon getting inflicted by defense reduction. Additionally, once the gauge hits 0, the Welcoming Ringmaster will temporarily receive increased damage, and the Ringmaster of Shadows is vulnerable to light type damage. It will receive a shield blocking hits based on the number of actions made, and then once the Wrath of the Ringmaster is full, the boss's damage will increase. The Hollow Ringmaster is vulnerable to cookies who use powers of the Fairy Kingdom. So again, very, very important for our 3 phases. The first one is the defense and the defense bar reduction. Additional one is light. It flips back and forth between those for 2 variations. And then finally, you'll close out with the fairy one. So very, very important there in terms of taking down the Ringmaster. Now, a couple of things here. We do have pick a card, deals damage to area with the wrong cards. Hammer Slam slams down the hammer to deal area damage. We have applies shackle to targets within the area of the puppet strings and deals damage. And last but not least, Shadow Clutches deals damage to targets within the range of Shadow Clutches. So lots of things here. We're still going to get each of those phases where we got to move around the board. The only difference here now is you have to memorize them. We'll show you exactly what those are when we run it as well, so you can see that, see what those cues are so that you're successful and not worry about getting hit by any of that stuff. But let's get into it in terms of our team. So a couple things here with our team. We will give you the team structure, which one it's for. Additionally, the setup, well, all the setup, the treasures and the toppings and biscuits, my friends. So a couple things here. In this one, we did make a swap. So good recommendations from some users here. As always, I love what I call the lovely crowd surfing of information from all of you that come and love sharing some amazing stuff here on the channel. One of those ones was to swap in this guy right here, Space Donut. Space Donut is awesome and amazing. On top of that, this is by OS Jankles. Thank you, OS Jankles. I did want to make sure I got that for you. Really helpful. I had thought about that before as well, to be fair. The good thing about Space Donut is combined with Milky Way here, I think that it really drives home hard and gets that defense reducing debuff in really quickly. And then you can see all that stats right there, which makes a huge difference and allowing you to really rip through the Ringmaster here. So that is one of the pieces. This is your defense reduction team. We got Linzer, we got Captain Caviar, we got Space Donut, we got Milky Way, and we got Snapdragon. Now, good news is all these, I believe, are in the mileage shop. You can check out our mileage shop episode. We could improve this team significantly by getting those all promoted that way. So that's my tip to you as a free-to-play player. Additionally, here are a couple things that we have. We are on Old Pilgrim Scroll, Dream Conductor's Whistle, and Squishy Jelly Watch. Again, other ideas, you could be on Robe, you could be on Crit, you could be on this one here, Sleepy Head's Jelly Watch, defense reduction, or defense if you need to. And on your team's level, Disciples, Magic Scroll. My team, I am able to make sure that all 3 of them actually do live all the way through as well. Sometimes you can lose them, but again, as a free-to-play player, that's been a big difference for me. And then the other thing here is you do see that mine in particular, when it comes to our buddy here, is missing a biscuit. Luckily, I just went and farmed one. And so we'll equip it here so that we have it to make this team that much better. Now, all those biscuits, you also can level up and make your team better attack, better health. So I want to give you that tip and trick there as well, because that will make a significant difference in your boost with these cookies. In addition, we still have roughly a week, 10 plus days or 10 days to run this event. So you can constantly get better scores just by making these small tweaks each day and making those investments in your teams. Now, a couple of things here in terms of the toppings, we always recommend check out our lovely guides here on the channel. You can certainly do that. You could go on cooldown here if you wanted to. Here we're on cooldown for Milky Way. We can swip over here as well, go to that select so you can see that. And then additionally, we're on cooldowns for all these cooldowns and then cooldowns, because we just want to keep that defense reduction down and get as much damage in as we can. As an example, we're trying to get by. Now, in terms of biscuits, each one of these does now have a biscuit. We do have those additional guides here for you. I like to keep them in here so that you can see exactly where the power levels of these cookies are for that kind of benchmark for yourself. And that we're at 1.3 million. So that's our first team. That's the defense reduction team. The second team here is the light speed team. Now, we made 2 changes to this team. Again, going back to our friend in the comments, I agreed with the robes on this team, so I added that. And then additionally, now if you did see my latest and greatest toppings of biscuit guide, and additionally the Avatar of Destiny, we're running Blackberry in our team here as well. So very powerful, more speed, all those things. Sometimes in the past I have struggled with depending on this particular one, losing some of the light team, but we're dealing so much damage that we can get by that faster and give us clock time, which makes a huge difference here and why it adds a little bit of survivability here. Now, again, same thing. You can max each of these mileage shop if you need to. And then additionally here, my friends, we are on attack, we're on the robes, and we're on cooldown. Again, focus on attack and attack speed. Huge. We could always go with Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch if you wanted to switch that one in, or again, crit and some of these other ones if you need more survivability like we talked about. In terms of our toppings, here we're on defense. We're on defense here. You could certainly move over to crit if you wanted to. Let's go there. And we also have cooldown. Here we're on cooldown, and here we're on attack. So those are a couple key pieces there in terms of that grouping. And then again, each one of these does have some amazing, well, decent biscuits, as I like to say. And again, a very easy tweak that you can make to make these things better. Auto max, there we go. That's up all the way. And there you go. We'll get a little bit more on that attack and survivability there for our friend. Here again, you could keep leveling these up if you wanted to switch some of these around. Makes a big difference for your team in terms of the survivability. Same thing here, damage resist bypass. We could go up here to damage resist bypass, make that one a little bit better for this team as well. And then we'll keep going, and there we go. And there's our last one. We do have a legendary one on there because I had it available. All right, and there you have our toppings and biscuits for our light team. The third and final team here we have is this one. This is our fairy team. Similar to mine before, I don't have Lily here. I would swap in Lily. That gives you a good one there, really, for Shining Glitter Cookie. I like Shining Glitter Cookie, just helps with additional damage. In particular, I like a lot of the stuff that's in here. Additional attack, crit resist, so that you don't get nailed, crit resist, damage resist bypass there. Zap damage, more stacking, so a little bit of survivability in there as well, making a little bit of a difference for your team. Certainly you could throw something else in there. That again is typically going to be your White Lily. You could go with a different damage dealer in this one as well. You could go with a second healer in terms of this particular makeup and team. You could try Black Pearl. So I wanted to throw those in there for you to kind of consider as you try and really crank down and take this final boss down in the final phase. So this is what we are running: Tart Titan, Silver Bell, Mercurial Knight, Shiny Glitter, and Golden Cheese, again, as a free-to-play player. Here we go in terms of attack and cooldown. Similar, again, Dream Conductors, Old Pilgrim Scroll, Squishy Jelly Watch. You could tweak the speed if you wanted to. Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch, you go Violet Rage and Dunes. We got attack, these ones that we had said before. Then in terms of toppings, we're on defense, we're on attack, we're on survivability here. We can switch over to attack if you wanted to. Here we're on attack, and here we're on cooldown. So boosting our team up a little bit there on some of these tweaks and a little bit of different things here for today's video that you can consider, and we'll show it in a second here when we run. Now, each of these, again, also has their biscuits on. Really relatively easy, nice tweaks. Here we're on cooldown debuff. We could go more on attack. Let's jump that one in there. Great. And then keep on moving, my friends. Here we go. We can make this one much better, but it does have 3, which is great. And certainly upgrades, lots of upgrades that we can make. And again, as you kind of continue to grind through, you can make these things so much better. Just because that we got 3 there, we're going to stick it to that. And there we go again. So lots of micro improvements that we can make here over the course of the last 10 days, like I said, on top of that week, which will certainly pull up your level. And if I happen to get White Lily, we can change that last third final team up, which will only excel and propel us here up the rankings. So with that, that is our Skirmish Raid Circus of Shadows breakdown here. That's the 4 T's, the tactics, the team, the treasures, the toppings, and the biscuits, in order to help you climb and be successful here, whereas I'm in the top 10% right now. So let's go ahead for a run, because I am very excited about this. Obviously, this does matter as well. Dump everything on auto mode, as I like to, and then just make sure that you're playing the cards right. All right, here we go. As always, we got swag and merch available down below. Other ways to stay connected, in the know. All right, there we go. Now, this one primarily does 2 things. It does the card and the hammer. So it's going to be the front right and then all the way to the back in terms of timing. And actually, I may have got that one wrong. It might, yeah, it is the back. I was going to say maybe it's all the way to the side, but that's actually the next one. All right, here you go. So again, you'll see the big one here is keeping this up so we can keep getting as much damage as possible in there. And primarily, you're going to want Linzer to get lots of damage and hits in, as well as Captain Caviar where we can, all the way to the back. There's the hammer. Now, we will get enough damage in to make sure that we can get to that final phase. There we go. Now we switch. So once you get those 3 bars, as you can see, that's when that phase is going to switch as well. I want to call that out so you can understand what's going on there. This one, you're going to split all the way to 5 different spots on the board. Here we go. First one, get out of the way. And then the next one, we go all the way to the outside of the board. Now, this one, like I said, can be a little bit of a challenge if you don't get enough damage in fast enough, because you can lose your guys, and you definitely don't want to get hit. If you get hit, just like we have Creme Brulee there, probably going to get nailed. All right, here we go. We're back at it. We're getting close. Creme Brulee's got to stay alive, my friends. There we go. The big help here, too, is Blackberry's new moveset. Has a lovely little... There we go. Now we got to switch over. Lovely little bit of a HP shield, which really helps that survivability now of that team, and that difference too that I forgot to call out when we were talking through that. Just enough, though, is all we need. All right, here it is, card to the front. Now again, it's not telling you where to go, so you do need to know where these things are. Yeah, and the next one's all the way to the back. There it is. Ooh, let's get out of the way. Sometimes you gotta hit it twice. They're still in it. There we go. Doing lots of damage, doing very well here. Maybe we'll even go up a rank. We'll see. good tweaks makes a huge difference in our strategy as always, particularly as a free-to-play player. All right, switch over here again. All right, 2 minutes. We're getting close. Very, very close. Over halfway, which is great. Again, oh, I missed it. Spread. Sometimes we had that problem last time too in normal mode. I lose my mouse. I'm trying to click here. Come on, creme brulee. All the way to the side. Get out of the way. Right, here we go. Here we go. Getting really close here on that damage. We could consider keeping this team, by the way, instead of flipping over to our fairy team. We could try that. But here we go. We're going to get enough damage in to get to our third team. Lots and lots of damage there. There it is. Let's switch over to the last one. Now again, here you go. The main thing is, does mushrooms are a problem? Your team's going to be immune to the mushrooms. It does make a huge difference there for the fairies. Here is where we got to go, to the front again, so it's back to this one. There we go. It's getting real close, my friends. Real close, all the way to the back. There we go. There you see it. Same one as the first grouping. All right. Ooh, we got him down. 30. Get all the way back. Uh-oh, that's all the way aside. We missed it. Ah. That's okay. We would have got a little bit more in there on that, but a great run nonetheless. We did more damage than we have in the past, which is why we got there with a couple of those other changes there today. 55.5 million. Certainly can do more. That was great, and I'm not gonna run it again because that was a lot of fun. When we go back here, you'll see I moved up a few points, which is great. Having hung in there a little bit, we wouldn't have got all the way through, but we certainly would have gotten a little bit better score, which is great. So in conclusion here, though, let's pull this all back together for you today, because there's a couple things that I want to part ways with before we fully close out. So again, we did our 4 T's: the team, the tactics, the treasures, and the toppings. You saw each of those movements. That last one there, you just got to move out of the way, the other way, not the way that I moved, and get your team wiped. Now, a couple tweaks and tips there outside of my stuff here as a free-to-play player is definitely you can get those biscuits better. You can get a couple of different cookies like we talked about in that third team with White Lily to really hone in and make it work out for you as well. A little bit different. That third team trick and tip is going to be crucial to really close out that last mile and complete Skirmish Raid. If I can get there, I'll definitely make another video to show you. However, that's the last parting gift to get to that S rank as well, and probably in the top 5% there. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video here, my friends. Skirmish Raid, Circus of Shadows on hard mode. Very excited about this. I really enjoy this event, and I hope you do too. With that, thank you for tuning in. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you as always. On top of that, come join us in the Discord server. We got a lot of fun. Thank you to the crowd surfing of the comments as always. It gives great content, and I love giving those shout outs as well. So with that, again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here, and thank you to all of our members as always. We do have memberships available to you. It's a nice way to support the channel. It gives you priority response, other access, cool stuff, and emotes, icons, a lot of fun things. Additionally, we got affiliate links for you if you're looking for something, a nice way to support, plus merch and swag and those things. And lastly, don't forget the socials. At me, chat me, as we like to say, and stay connected with the Discord and everything else, because I want to see your great scores here on Skirmish Raid as well. And with that, my friends, we'll see you again soon. I wish you the best of luck here with the Ringmaster. Let me know what you're getting. Let me know your scores, and let me know if this team's working for you. Keep on running, my friends. We'll see you again soon. Take care.